Hi guys, what's up, Buttercup? What's good today? I had a great day. One of the things that was really good for me today was that I started Greek lessons, ancient Greek lessons. And it's all because of this guy that I found when I was scrolling around on YouTube. And I came across Danny Jones. Now, Danny Jones uh, does these interviews, and I came across this fun interview that intrigued me because I'm always interested in different takes on religion. I know what I believe. I believe in a creator. I believe in love. I believe that I'm a child of the creator and that I am a child of love. I believe that it is my job to continue to create and to continue to love. I mean, there's more to that, but that's the basics. So, for those of you who may not know or may not know me, I have studied world religions. I'm an artist. I have taught Montessori, which um, involves the whole child. Uh, Interdisciplinary learning is a big thing for me. Interdisciplinary learning all your life is a big thing for me. So it was really cool, and it's always really cool to come across something new. Um, my focus, my focus of interest is always art or science or religion. I mean, that's just three things that most interest me. That sort of covers the world, natures and science. But for me, those are the things that interest me. My partner is also very interested in religion. He's more self-taught religions, um, and he is a well versed in several languages. Um, I myself uh, have learned French. I speak English, and I know Latin well enough to teach first and second year Latin. So anyway, I was watching Danny Jones, and I was interested in this particular episode because this um, exorcist that I have come across before, and I'm not all that impressed with, but was debating Ammon Hilman, which he was who I was interested in because he is a classical Greek. Um, that's what he studies, and he specifically studies classical Greek as it has to do with uh, uh, the Bible. And his journey is fascinating. His journey came from, he started with wanting wanting to be, he was in seminary, but the the Greek program wasn't very strong. So he then started to study classical Greek in my brain just went poof. Um, Literature, that sort of thing, uh, and he went on a tangent into the sciences. Studied classical Greek in I'm sort of shortening his story, but in medicine, and put it all together, wrote his doctorate on medicine in uh, ancient times, was told to take out use of drugs just for fun in his dissertation, and only keep in, the medical drugs, um, which is a bunch of poppycock, because a lot of us use drugs even now, where some people would say, oh, you're using it just for fun. But other people, including my doctor, would say, hey, you're using drugs to get through your day. So um, then he took out what was offending uh, his dissertation teachers, and got his doctorate, but then put it back in and published his book. And interestingly enough, um, he eventually taught at a seminary, but um, got kicked out for what he was teaching. And what he was teaching was specifically directly the words that were in the Greek in the Bible. And if you've studied the Bible, you know that the New Testament books um, are the oldest ones were in ancient Greek. And some people believe that some of the books of the Old Testament were originally in ancient Greek. And or at least the oldest ones found were originally in ancient Greek. And these are the things that he's been studying, and also realize that it's not that this came as a big chunk altogether. Each of the books is an individual parchment. Each of the books was an individual, books of the Bible was an individual um, piece upon its own self, written by a different person. So going through these documents, he realized that I say a lot because I'm thinking. That's the thinking ums. But he realized that there was a lot of references to medical terms in, especially in the New Testament, but even in the Old Testament in the Greek. And he also realized that the references had to do with the mysteries, the Greek, the mystery cults that were going on at those times in Greek and in Rome, in Greece and in Rome, and that Jesus, if you looked at the ancient Greek, was actually practicing a mystery cult, and that the words had been cleaned up in such a way when they were translated that what we read in the Bible today in English is not what the actual translation is. And the actual translation actually refers to Jesus practicing a mystery cult and bringing along these teenage boys, who the apostles were, into this mystery cult. And there's more to it. And I suggest, if you're really interested in it, that you go and you check out Ammon Hilman's YouTube page, which is Lady Babylon, and it's fascinating. So, what has come of this is that both my partner and I have gone down this rabbit hole and are just thrilled with what we're finding. And it's gotten our little ADHD brains going. And we are seriously studying his findings. And so much that I've ordered a beginning ancient Greek text, and I'm going through the beginning ancient Greek tutorials that he has. Uh, I'm actually going through them once just to listen to them, and then I'm going to go through them again with the text book and actually learning the ancient Greek because I think it's worth learning. I am fascinated with truth. And I know that Ammon Hilman would say the truth is this is what it says in the translation. He is having troubles finding theologians to actually sit down and have a debate with him because their beliefs, their truths are so different from what his translation is. And I think he's going to continue to have troubles finding theologians to debate with him because he wants to say, look, this translation is so different from what you believe. How can you believe in a Jesus like this? And I think what he needs to do is sit down and debate someone like me or my partner who has a much more open idea of faith um, and of of what beliefs can be. Um, I'm not saying there's more than one truth. No, I am saying there's more than one truth. I'm saying that the theologians who believe differently than what the Bible might actually say, it's because along the way, a new belief has developed, a new way of looking at things has developed. I'm saying that if Jesus, with Jesus running a mystery cult, that's understandable to me. I get that. But I also get that religions grow and change, and that we as human beings need religion. I don't get religion that has hate in it, but I've never gotten religion that has hate in it. Nope, there's the again. So I think he would have a lot more success debating or discussing his work with people who are more open. And I could suggest a lot of people. I'm going to talk a lot about a lot of people that tickle my fancy, tickle my intrigue as I talk about what's good and what's interesting for me. So that's what's good today for me. That and the fact that it was a wonderful, beautiful day today. The sun was out, it was about 60 degrees. And even right now, it's a gorgeous day. I'm going to turn this around just a minute so you can see the sunset there. Take a look. The sunset through the trees there is absolutely gorgeous. And it's just a beautiful day. So that's what's good. And I hope that your day has been fabulous. I will leave a link to Ammon Hilman's YouTube, Lady Babylon, at the end. And if you're interested, take a look. I suggest that if you are somebody who really wants to hang on to your belief in Jesus Christ as it is, that you don't look. And I think that's fine too. Hold on to who you are the way you want to be. That's important. Know who you are, as that's how you get to be stronger in who you are. Be the bee's knees and the cat's pajamas. Nobody else can do that for you. Have a wonderful evening.